So we got the XRT out today and got a few little billet upgrades for it. Typical stuff that I like to do on trucks, you know, build aluminum shock caps, which unfortunately on a truck this expensive, $1,000, you would think it would come with pretty much everything that you needed right out of the box, but unfortunately that's not the case. So I will say I got started on this a little early. They came in and just got excited, but as you can see, I've already done 3 of the 4, and I got to a point where I started putting it all on and was like, man, that's a lot of blue, so how can I change it up, make my truck look a little bit different? So we ordered the green spring retainers here. So I'm going to go ahead and swap these out. As you can see, I got 3 of them done. Get these bodies out of the way. The 4th here, this is about where I decided that I wanted to do green. So I went ahead and left this one alone. So I will be putting the shock cap as well as the retainer on this one, and I'll probably time lapse the rest. I'll show you how to do the install on this one. Honestly, there's not a great way that I've found to take these off. It's hard to grab the shock body, take these off without tearing stuff up, scratching stuff up, which I'm trying not to do. So these are pretty basic to work on. You have your .2mm. There's a screw in the back here of the shock tower, and that pretty much holds the pin in place that retains the shock up in its perch. So go ahead and get this screw out. Kind of at a weird angle, but if you use a hand tool, it's not bad to get out. Go ahead and set that to the side. I use a little Allen wrench. There is a hole here in the back that you could use a tool to push that pin out like so. At that point, the shock will release from its mount. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this side here, just make it a little bit easier for me to work on. And this is where I said it gets a little tricky on as far as pulling the retainer down or up to try to be able to get a hold of this cap, be able to thread it off. Just stability here on this stand to keep that suspension drooped. Give you a little bit more room to work. Sometimes it does help to get a tool through here to maybe help, but fortunately we're just spinning here. I'm trying not to use shock wrenches or anything like that to mar up the anodized finish here. Alright, there we go. So in this particular shock, it was easier to run the ring down. That way I could grab the body here. So pops off like that. Sometimes these bladders get stuck in the cap, sometimes they stay like that. It's nicer when they stay like that. Blue shock cap, built aluminum, so it'll be aluminum. Probably put some thread locker on there. I put some on the others and somewhat regret it now that I'm pulling these things back off to swap out the spring retainers. You get that nice and seated in there. Run your finger around the edge. Just make sure it's in the groove, like so. And you want the bubbled in facing into the shock. Grab a rag real quick. So at this point we will unthread this plastic stock retainer. If you hold this vertically, you shouldn't get any shock oil spilled. So in this particular truck, like my Slash, it was a lot easier just to take the entire shock off, but in this case it sits vertically so you can work on it. It saves you from a couple screws and retaining pins to pull out. So with this color combination, a lot of my vehicles have come with the blue kind of color combination with blue shock bodies. So I think my plan from here on out is to throw the green in there just to mix it up to where it's not such just a sea of blue. You know, Traxxas already comes with a lot of blue components in general. You throw a bunch of, you know, billet blue pieces on there, and before you know it, it's just a sea of blue. There's that ring off. Get these out. Grab one of the green ones. Thread this on there like so. This does have a O-ring in it, I believe. That makes the threading a little bit different than the plastic piece going on. So you want to thread these down enough to where you have enough thread showing to be able to get that new shock cap on. I think that's probably going to be good enough. All right, so there you have it, guys. Got all 4 caps back on with the green spring retainers. Unfortunately, I didn't get an unboxing with this truck. I got it right before I considered starting this YouTube channel, so only other upgrades I have so far are the Garage Life RC rear wing mount. You know, they're prone to breaking, and the Garage Life RC front bumper support. And then I also put the aluminum wheel hexes on this. So besides that, and the shock upgrades is completely stock. I can say out of the truck, this box rips. I mean, I know people talk about a lot of things breaking, but so far mine's been pretty bulletproof. Knock on wood, I don't want anything to happen to it, but there's a lot of guys out there putting ESCs and big block motor kits on this, but honestly, they are fast, and I have it on stock gearing. I don't have the speed gearing in, and it literally rips. So please like, comment, and subscribe. The more I get, the more, you know, I'm prone to want to put my time and effort into this. Let me know what you guys would like to see. If you would like to see, you know, a Max 5, Max 6, or a Castle ESC put in, and maybe a big block motor. If you guys want to see that, we could probably do it in stages. Put the ESC in, see how the truck responds to that, then maybe do the motor upgrade, and go from there. But like I said, the more you guys give me feedback and show interest in the channel, the more willing I am to spend the time, energy, and money into all this stuff. So anyways, thanks for watching. Should have future videos. I just recently picked up a Traxxas Max as well as a Revo, and I'm also going to get some content on the mini E-Revo 1/16. That truck's a lot of fun to upgrade, so I got quite a few on there already with more to come, and we'll get footage of all that, all the trucks running individually, and then also track updates. So working away on the track, and I'll post a video just with a short update of where it stands now and kind of what the plans are for that. All right, thanks guys, bye.